your hand in mine, watch it roll out the window. We can wake up anywhere tomorrow. It don't matter where we go, we're going somewhere. Turn it all around, hang it upside down. We can get a little lost and found. It don't matter where we are, I know we're getting there. Touching down in the middle of your hometown. Every mile we're getting there. You and I got a room on top of the world. Taking off up in the air, any road, I don't care. Middle of nowhere, we're getting there. Holiday, coming home, on our way, the unknown. Send your mama a postcard, tell her where we are, we're getting there. Calling California, New to New York. It don't matter where you wanna roam. It don't matter high or low, the clothes you wanna wear. Making good time with your hand fitting into mine. Every mile you're where the story goes. It don't matter fast or slow, we're getting there. Touching down in the middle of a new town. Every mile we're getting there. You and I get a room on top of the world. Taking off up in the air, every road, I don't care. Middle of nowhere, getting there. Holiday, coming home, destination unknown. Send your mama a postcard, tell her where we are, we're getting there. Put it on the credit card, you and I will never stop getting there. Slow it down, get your feet back on the ground. Getting there. You and I got a room on top of the world. Taking off up in the air, every road, I don't care. Middle of nowhere, getting there. Holiday, coming home, destination unknown. Sending you a postcard, anywhere we are, we're getting there. Ticket for the plane, put me in the car, never stop getting there. Anywhere, we're getting there.
Yeah, so this is pour day. You'll see this in a couple of videos from now, the house part. But I want to go ahead and put this into this video about the retaining wall so I can show this being finished. So Casey and Rock are up on top of the wall. We're pumping in it tested out at 8.5 slump, pea gravel, 4,000 mix. The engineer approved this. Was slated, I'll talk about it in a little bit, what it was slated to be, but we estimated it based on some online calculators for CMU block to be 15 yards to fill all of our retaining walls, but it took a little over 20. So it definitely gobbled it up. Not sure what happened here, but we definitely had some audio issues, which isn't surprising on the pour day. So much is going on. It is pure chaos right now. Just happen to have a minute while Casey and Rock are pouring the wall. I'm flying the drone. You probably already seen these shots, or if not, you will see them shortly. So had James come over here, I'd asked the guys to put rebar in around the stairs, but for some reason they only put it around the stairs on the other wall. So no big deal. We had plenty of bar already cut and prepared. So puts these in and cuts these down to the height we want. No big deal. As you see, it even pouring it in with the pump, it takes a while. I'm doing something. Actually, I cut one, I guess. Hey, look at that. I did something. This is early on in the day when we had no idea the problems we were going to be running into. You'll have to wait for the other video to hear about those. And I was actually cleaning this at this point. Like I said, this pretty early on. But got all those cut, stayed ahead of Casey. So that was all right. There's the drone shot. So yeah, you've seen I had the controller in my hand. Josh was actually recording, and I'm flying the drone. Get some overhead shots. You see the pool's full of water. I'm going to show the process in this video in a little bit of what we had to do for that. You tend to have a lot of people standing around at different points on concrete pour day. We talked about this before. There's so many different jobs for different people and different things happening in different parts of the project at different times that you're going to have people that aren't doing things at different times. That's how it is. You know, maybe other people have had a different experience, and but I tend to have some of these guys are volunteers, you know, so I tend to have 2 or 3 guys that all they're doing is watching for any blowouts or potential blowouts and that kind of thing happening. But I can tell you, we worked that morning of the pour. We were still working on finishing up some stuff to be ready. So we were all extremely tired by the end of this day. We'd been working like, I think 11 days straight through the weekend, everything 12-hour days to get done. We've got one more little wall concrete pour, and after that we will be on to just flat work. All be left as far as concrete, which is wonderful. I'm very happy about that. Another shot as he comes down the wall. I tell you, that pump just makes it so much easier overall. All right, so this was the only wall that was too far for Santiago to reach. So we backed the truck down and just did it off they call it off the tailgates. We did it off the chute. It gets a little messy here and there, but Quincy was quick to grab up the shovel and dump it in the top of the wall. So we didn't lose much. Here's another view. Here's Quincy cleaning some up that missed the wall. It's very difficult. He's on that hill and we're having to back up. And I mean, literally, it's like, here, back up 3 inches. You know, you're moving a several ton machine, you know, on wheels down a slope and expecting them to stop on a dime. So a little trickier, but it worked out. They got that done. We actually, the little wall that's on the top of this area, I thought they were going to do off the chute too, but they ended up, he was able to reach with the pump. They did it that way. So whatever makes them happy. All right. So the retaining walls, for all intents and purposes, from Casey's point of view anyway, are finished. They're filled solid. The engineer called for grout, 1500 psi, but the concrete companies want $40 more a yard for grout, and we were already pumping all the stuff. So got approval from him. We did it at a 8.5 slump, 4,000 mix, since we were already pouring 4,000 in the walls, and pea gravel. See, the pool's gotten pretty much about full. We've got to do some wiring now, of course, before stone can go on and before we backfill. We are waterproofing it, run the 4-inch lines to get water out from behind it, and backfill with stone, and then Chris can come in and, well, Chris will be doing that too. So he'll do his magic, and then eventually, of course, stone and all that goes on it, but that's a ways down the road. The stone that we're doing here is going to continue and go over the waterfall and on down to there. This one's the same. This angle and the way all this worked out is a little different, so Casey's got to come back and he'll be here doing brickwork and stuff, so we've got to work this out a little bit. So same thing here, we got to get our materials, finish this out how we want, but relatively came out well. It's got filled, same mix. So we've got to do our little drains and everything here. And get all this dirt gone will be great to really see how everything's going to turn out. And we've got to pick out how we want to finish the patio area down here. We're thinking just, some nice grass down here, kind of concrete it out. We'll see if that how it ends up. We'll still need to do a sidewalk or a walking path. And I don't want to do the pebbles, even with the stones, because what are they called? Walking stones? No, stepping stones. Well, stepping stones, because it's still, you end up getting the gravel on them. You're going to be barefooted walking back and forth, going in and out of the pool. So we talked about wanting to be able to access this stuff later. So I don't know what we'll do here. We've got some designs to do and figure out. Whatever it is, it's the next stage is ready. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare y'all with my lack of facial hair. I got so much concrete and stuff in it from the pour, I just went ahead and shaved. So yeah, you're seeing this part of the video because I've separated. I had so much footage. Had a few people saying, hey, haven't seen a video in a while. I have been putting videos out once a week at least, plus some shorts. But even with that, YouTube did an update a little while ago, the early part of October. And so if you are subscribed, double check to make sure you're still subscribed, because we've seen some people where the stuff just randomly unsubscribe. It's kind of weird, but anyway, make sure you're getting notifications and seeing the videos. But I'm saying all that to say I've got a backlog of video. So this is the retaining wall finishing. I'm working on the video for everything we did to prepare for the concrete pour, and there's a video, of course, on the concrete pour, which is over 4 hours of footage I got to go through. So this is skipping a little ahead because we obviously poured this at the same time as the house, but you'll have to see how the house pour went and the challenges we had with that. And I believe I decided in this video to go ahead and talk about the pool finish and everything. See, it's holding water just fine, which is great. That's what we want to see. So I'm hooking up the filter pumps and stuff today, or starting to hook up the filter pumps so that I can circulate this water. And then once it's all filtered like we want, we're going to pump it into the upper pool, test out the waterfall, and just double check it's holding water and everything, which I've already had a few inches of water and I feel pretty good about that, but just double check. And yeah, then our guys can come in and we're going to tile around the top of this one and probably tile the steps. The bottom itself is all going to be painted with another of Acrycrete's product called Decorative. We were going to Decorative the upper pool too, but I believe we're just going to go ahead and end up tiling it now. So yeah, that's one of the benefits to building yourself. You can kind of change pretty fluid if something makes more sense to you. So all right, well, since you know what, since I did do the pool video on this, I guess I can show a little bit about what's going on in here too. So I've started arranging the equipment where I think it's going to work best. We've got the 2 filters, one for the upper pool, one for the lower pool, and then where they can draw in and exit out and how it all works. So I will bring in the DeWalt laser in here to line everything up perfectly before I make my cuts. There'll be a separate video on all this, but just want to show you what I'm working on and getting started on. So yeah, I'll lay this out a little better, do some work. We want to minimize the bends as much as possible. See how far we can get. We're getting everything the way we want, and power is going to be on the house once we get it under roof. And until then, I'll run this stuff off my Acrycrete solar generator just to kind of test it, or the I do have a regular Honda generator too. So between the two, just to be able to test things, run things a little bit, we'll be able to do that. So that's the bottom of the super floor. We got that done, and yeah, there's going to be lots of plumbing going on in here. So I'm sure there are a lot of things I will need to be running back and forth to the supply store and get. We'll do our best. I've got a bunch of backflow preventers and valves and all kinds of great stuff to put in. And you hear how the sound changed as soon as I popped out here. So lake's looking pretty good. We'll take it. And so appreciate everybody watching, supporting the channel. My surgery's coming up in just a little over a week, so I'm under the gun to get at least everything laid out in instructions as much as possible so I can keep the guys going without me having to do any heavy lifting. Yay. So see you next time.